I'm Mike with Sawgrass Ford. We're here with Anna today. She brought in her 2018 F-150 to have a cabin filter replaced. But we're actually going to show her how to do that today and show all of you how to do it. Also, make sure you stay to the end of the video, so we're going to talk about some other interior filters you might not know you have if you have an older model vehicle. So Anna, are you ready to get started?
Let me get changed. I'm ready.
You didn't really need to change. It's really easy to do, but let's get started.
I like to be prepared.
So you're going to start first by opening the glove box. On the right side of the glove box, there's a little shock here that slows the door down. So you're going to pull that forward towards the door cover, and that's going to release it. You can pull it out to the side. It can be a little tough to get out of that slot, but yeah, just work with it like that. There you go. And once that's loose, now the door is free. You can release the tabs on it. So there's a tab on the left, there's a tab on the right, just like that one. And that's going to release the door. Now, on the top here, there's a little tray. You're going to take this tray loose first, the rubber part. You can just use a flathead screwdriver like that to pop that loose. There's nothing holding it in. Now on this model, some you're gonna find 7mm screws right behind that. Some you have to remove that top panel. So take that top one loose.
So kind of shimmy it.
Yeah, right. Once you have it loose like that, you can just pull it off, exactly. And you're gonna remove the two 7mm screws on top of this. So perfect, just gonna loosen that one and then loosen the other one. Okay, now that whole top section is going to come out. Now, this is for the light in the glove box, so we're going to have to unplug that once it's loose. And it's going to be tight and it's going to be hard to pull, so I would grab it from the bottom here. There's clips along the bottom and pull the bottom out towards you. So now you're going to have the plug on the back of the light, so keep pulling this piece loose. Okay. You might have one more clip in there. There you go.
All right.
Now just reach over, unplug this. There's a tab on that clip right here. You're going to push that down and pull it out the bottom. Out the back. Okay. And now, if you look in there, you're gonna see the door to the cabin filter. So it's this honeycomb looking door right in front of you, you see it? Yep. Okay, so you should look in there and see the cover. Okay. And there's a tab on the right and left side. You can pull either one loose. You can do them one at a time. The cover will come off.
Oh, yuck.
So I have the new one. Let's compare to a new filter. So here's what a new one will look like. We'll see what yours looks like. It's obviously a huge difference. This is why it's something we want to clean, we want to check. We can do them sometimes as often as every 15,000 miles. It depends on where you're driving, how dirty the conditions are. Now make sure you put the plug in to the light on the side. Yeah, there you go. Plug the light back in. Now you're just going to snap that back in. Line up the top screw holes just like that, and now you're just going to tap along the bottom to snip these clips in. So you can just use your hand, just kind of tap them in place.
That's good.
Okay. And then the two 7mm screws.
The screws.
And you'll feel it get tight. You don't have to it's plastic, so you don't want to tighten too hard. Once you feel it snug, that's enough. Again, those clips are going to feel like they're tough to go in. Once you get it in place, just put it maybe the back of your hand, snap it, perfect. This one has a little bit of an extension on this one, out to the side here, so you got to make sure you're getting this lined up also. Good.
All right.
Remember you have the shock on the side, so that wants to right above that tab. There you go. Now the other side. Now the left side tab. Okay, now that that's on, you can put the shock back in. Perfect. Close the door, make sure it drops smooth, so we'll hold it here, make sure the shock's working. That's all, not too bad.
Not at all.
So on the screen right now, we're gonna put up a picture of all the Ford cabin filter locations that fit each vehicle. You can pause the video if you want, take a look at that, find your vehicle so you know what filter you have and where it is. We said at the beginning of the video, if you stayed to the end, we were going to talk about a filter that you probably didn't know you had if you had an older vehicle. We're on a 2013 F-150 now, and if you have heated and cooled seats, you actually have a filter underneath. Now that filter is lifetime, so you don't have to replace it. It doesn't need to get changed, but what can happen is it can get clogged. So you might find that you have no airflow from your seat, your cooled seat now. You can take that out, make sure nothing's blocked it, nothing's fallen underneath your seat. And it's really easy to get to. If you go from the back of the seat, you just reach your hand underneath, you're gonna feel the cotton filter. Reach in about the middle here, get in maybe 6 or 7 inches under the seat, and this just turns and comes off. And that's what the filter is gonna look like. So you can see this one's a little dirty, right? So you can just wash this out, you don't have to replace it, you don't have to buy one. It really is good for the life of the vehicle, but something to look at that you probably didn't think about if you're having issues with your cooled seats.